Morning, everybody. Baby and I, Rebecca, we're doing a little walk this morning. This is June 1st. I want to talk about natural food for wildlife. Primarily deer, but for all wildlife. It just gets better and better here. This is my brand new place. Finished cleaning up yesterday. But, see my deer down there. I'm a bow hunter. I want to talk about this. All these are American persimmons. I walked the tree line the other day and I found 14 of these trees, and this one's old enough, I'm sure. The honeybees were working on this thing. Some of the others too, the big ones. Yeah, that's a huge one there inside the trees. Honeybees were pollinating these trees. I'm gonna have persimmons. And that's like deer Snickers. Come on, baby, let's walk. Let's walk up and look at Daddy's plot. Let's talk about natural food. All these persimmons. There's a huge white oaks back in my timber. And actually, I do have a field glasses with me. We're going to go look at, see if they're setting acorns, if I can tell yet. But also, inside this tree line right here, see if I can do this for you. That is a honey locust right there. And deer will eat those pods. There's beans in the pods. Let's go. Let's go up Daddy's plot. Which this is my brand new, close to 17,000 square foot clover plot, full of my brand new apple trees, which will set fruit. I would assume that some of these will probably produce next year, but for sure then 2020, 3 years. They're a rootstock, you know, a stick with roots when I plant them in March. Clover's coming in. There might be some issues, but clover is coming in. I sprayed this with Arrest Max and Slay, I don't know, 15, 18 days ago. So if there's an issue, I'll reseed the bare spots. But I'm really happy. Look at all that clover. But, you see my apples? 9 out of 11 trees have are leafed or sprouted. Another deer food. Talk about, it might be hard to see here. I'm not close enough, but that is honeysuckle. Deer will eat honeysuckle. Honeysuckle vines, apples, whitetail institute clover, white oak acorns, locust pods, persimmons. It just gets better and better. I set a stand back here in my timber that I'm going to hunt during a rut. Second week in November, 5th through the 10th. Right before gun season opens. I'm going to save that stand. It has to be perfect wind, and I'll sit that dark to dark. So, the deer are already using this plot, so are the turkeys. So we're happy, aren't we? But, plenty of food here. Went to habitat management. The one thing I don't have on this ground is a good bedding area. But right across my fence, on the neighbors. Oh, by the way, this is looking west. Thousands of acres. There's not a house here west of me. If I walk straight line, maybe 3/4 of a mile, maybe. It's all timber and hayfields. And the Missouri River, this is north. Missouri River, 2 miles in the bottoms. So there are good bedding areas here across the fences for me. So maybe I'll get some fence jumping does. Come in here, feed on all this food, and I'll bring bucks with them. I'm not a trophy hunter, but you know, like I said in my other video, if I'm in a stand and there's a mature buck standing here and a doe, I'll try to shoot that buck first, but that's about as far as it gets for me. I really don't care. Are you supervising those trees? The trees don't shake, honey. Trees are doing well. I did not fertilize them the first year. So next March, a year, I'll pull these tree protectors off and prune them and fertilize these trees. And of course, if it gets hot this summer and dry, I'll bring water up here. I'll do this right. These trees could be a lifetime food plot. I don't know anything that would do better. You know, this clover, and I'll get everything fixed here. I'll get this filled in. The clover, 5, 6, 7 years, but these trees, I eat a lifetime. So, her kids would probably all come up here and see deer, kill one. So I'm happy. Beautiful day, June 1st in Missouri. What a blessing. Always wanted a place like this. So September 1-5, I'll pick a stand. Wind's right, I'll hunt. I'm not going to hunt hard till November. But I'm really enthused about this back here. So, a good fruit plot, by the way, does not come easy. This thing, it takes work. A lot of sweat up here. I did it all by hand, which was foolish, but I wanted to do it. Hand tools, chainsaw, brush cutter, hand lopper, pruners, and then I blew it all in the windrows and burned it. All the leaves. So, work like crazy to get this done. I always wanted to do one, so it's an investment for her. What are you doing, baby? So, I don't know if you can hear that. I have one neighbor. I can't see the house, but I'm assuming they're roofing over there. That's what it sure sounds like. 4 nail shots and pause. 4 nail shots and a pause. They're roofing. I don't know if you can see this. The only issue, look at this. All this timber I cut out of here. The stumps, there's so much energy in these stumps. They're setting off suckers. But it's just a battle. We'll do our best to win. These broadleaf weeds, the one mistake I made, everybody, is this thing was bothering me so much. Waiting for my chemical, I ordered my chemical, waiting for it to come in. I came up here and I trimmed everything, which I think might have been a mistake. So, point is not enough surface area for the chemical, but look at that. It's yellowing up, that's dying. So we'll see. Anything I missed, I'll let it grow. And we'll gear up again. I'll spray this again. And then I'll trim it. Give it a few days after I spray. Trim it all. And then I think August, middle of August here in Missouri, I can reseed again. August or September 1st. I'll reseed. Let's get this sucker. This thing's bothering me. Yeah, you don't get to stay. But for the most part, look at that. Beautiful clover. You see this? This is where I burned. And I don't know. We had a foot of rain. And about a 10-day, over a foot, matter of fact, 14 inches plus. And I don't know if it has to do with the acidity. You see the ash, charcoal ash from I lined this up in a windrow and burned it, but some of the seed might have washed off. It was so unbelievable amount of rain. Look at this. Some of this is higher than my boot. What's done well is really done well. I'm not upset a bit. It's my first time trying to do this correctly. Let's get this too. You don't get to stay. No brush and weeds in my plot. I did it right. Soil test. 600 pounds of lime up here on this. Just shy of 17,000. 16,000 plus. 600 pounds of lime. 150 pounds of 624-24 fertilizer. So I did it right to the letter. And look at this. Honestly, I might have overseeded. I'm, I don't know, 40% of half acre, 40%. And the bag of seed I bought covered half an acre, and I put it all on. That might have been a mistake, but live and learn. I'll do the work up here. Eventually, I'm going to have an awesome weed-free, brush-free clover plot. So, thanks, everybody.